Hey, this stays online now. Oh, please don't have another side mission for me. Love
I
you to
found
death.
this token. Any
Oh,
idea what it does?
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Rangers use it to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation? That sounds ominous.
Why does it send you there?
The Bureau had been wondering that for years. Like, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. And no one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation for maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have brought them back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
I think I already talked to you
What's the
about
deal
this
with
stuff.
BlackRock?
Oh, fuck. Don't get me started on BlackRock. You know, ever since research found out that it blocks paranatural stuff, they have just been parading dangerous materials in and out of the fucking quarry. Fucking lab coats, man. Love making my job harder.
Sounds like there's some tension between departments.
Still, at least the quarry's got a good view of the night sky. You know, me and Salvador used to have after-work beers down there.
What do you know about Dr. Darling?
About as much as anybody, I guess. Head of research, loves to hear himself talk. All of those science types absolutely do. Now he's been acting a little bit psycho recently. Although HR told me not to use that word, so...
Everyone thinks finding Darling will lead us to the answers. But if he's completely lost it, then what help could he be?
You're security, right? Do you work with Rangers?
Not often. Rangers are specially trained in threshold reconnaissance and ground zero AWE response. Security is more interested in the dangers inside the Bureau.
They must see some weird stuff out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, every week they are tackling things that were previously unknown to the human experience. Most Rangers, they retire due to cognitive collapse. I looked up the medical definition. Not fun.
How does the Bureau handle thresholds?
Hi, Grayson.
Handle might be a bit of an optimistic way to put it. Marshall sends her Rangers in to map them, check growth rates, locate epicenters, take samples, measure stuff, basically.
Sounds like he's done his homework.
Now, down in maintenance, thresholds are used just like any other tool. Lab coats mine black rock from one, maintenance siphons water from another. We use it for pretty much everything.
Wanna know?
Yeah, a lot of time we find these little chunks in it. It's pretty gross.
I didn't wanna know.
Okay.
What do you think of Marshall?
Marshall? Marshall's a fucking badass. Rangers could not ask for a better leader. She's a little, you know, intense, but given the stuff she's seen, I'm not surprised. She does have a bad habit of disappearing, though.
Where does she go?
Last time she vanished, I did some digging into the security logs. I found camera footage of her entering the quarry. She was down there alone for days. Now, typically that's not allowed, but Marshall is kind of above the rules.
Right.
I wonder what she finds so interesting in the quarry.
I don't want to go back
I
to
have
the
to go.
quarry.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
The heck? I mean, I might as well. Oh, frick. Before I do that, I should do this. I forgot. 3 systems that can stagger enemies caught in their blast radius. That looks cool. I really should upgrade Pierce, though. I use it so much. I'm gonna do that. I would like to upgrade again. I'm gonna do it. Let's max out Pierce. Let's see. Still waiting for this one. Need 8. Ooh. Dang, that makes it a beast.
I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing. Even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My old ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Hefton, Stahl, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want the hiss to get them. Could you find them for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish.
And I won't let them stay hiss.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy.
Yeah, you already said that. Where? I'm sorry. Use the token on the jukebox.
Lots of errors on this.
Where is the jukebox? Oh. Based on the success of America Overnight, we'd like to propose the creation of a television series that presents superstition and skeptical thought as entertainment in order to popularize these concepts among the civilian population and create less resistance to redirecting information regarding public paranatural events. We can also use a solid media outlet to test paranatural concepts on civilian audiences, whoever decides to make certain realities public knowledge. There are various show licenses that we could purchase and reboot rather than starting from scratch. One particular property seems promising, especially... Oh, frick. No! Where was it? I saw Night Springs. One particular... Especially considering its content and tone are precisely what we're looking for. It's called Night Springs and has been off the air for a few years now. Dude, yeah, do that. Oh my god.
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in a made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall, CIA spy.
The America Overnight program has operated successfully for over redacted years. Originally designed to assist in providing disinformation to the naturally skeptical population of America, it has additionally led to the discovery of numerous AWEs and altered materials by allowing civilians to call in and report their experiences with the paranatural. In fact, America Overnight alerted the Bureau of Redacted and Redacted in its first years of operation alone. In this report, the investigation sector have cataloged and categorized each episode of America Overnight that has resulted in a successful Bureau investigation in order to help AWE occurrence analysis. The more redacted results of Night Springs have also been cataloged in a separate report. Dude. There's just so much about it now.
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security.
Mm.
I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April, case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. We believe a pair of agents used the jukebox to travel to the quarry threshold and engage in inappropriate workplace behavior. An expedition team found them decomposing at the formation's base a week later. At least we found out the jukebox doesn't bring corpses back when the song ends. I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive sector. It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. The new location security and proximity to a high traffic area will prevent misuse while still allowing for expedition teams to access it when required. See me for any further details.
Lots of interesting data off that subject the Rangers brought in.
I heard that he voluntarily entered captivity. That's what Pope said anyway.
She doesn't know what she's talking about. He doesn't want that stuff.
I'm sorry. Where would it be?
Just when I thought things were stabilizing, Marshall abandons us. I'm sick of no one telling us what's going on.
Information's always been on the basis.
Collective unconscious is defined as a form of the unconscious that is shared in all human minds. For this arises unconscious knowledge linking us through our ancestral heritage. Through this collective unconscious, we unknowingly attribute a series of images and archetypes to all elements of our lives. These archetypes are never fixed, but shift and change in tandem with our species and culture. This internal belief in the power of images, shared by a massive population, is redacted in the creation of altered items and objects of power. The sheer amount of redacted executed is attracted to best representation of that image. Imbuing a single object with massive amounts of redacted, theoretically places of power could likewise be formed by the simple power of sustained collective belief.
This is Lynn.
Dr. Darling has personally recommended Mrs. Pope for a promotion based on her work ethic and assistance in advancing many ongoing research matters. According to her colleagues, Pope has displayed a keen eye for detail and a quick grasp of paranatural concepts. She is professional and diligent, though some of her coworkers complain of social disinterest. The review committee approves this recommendation and promotes Ms. Pope to the position of research specialist.
Marshall orders us to just sit on our asses and then leaves? What's the deal?
She must have her reasons. Probably doing some.
To whom it may concern, in case you are not aware, something caused a sticky note in my office to duplicate. My office is unusable now. I will be working from home until this is resolved. You can reach me on my cell or home phone. Bozer.
Then she should have taken us with her. I need some action, goddammit.
Thanks, sticky notes. Hello, as you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request from R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4 and you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so, remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland. As needed, they'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best, your admin team.
Did you see that hiss they marched through here? Why the fuck would we put a bullet in that thing's head?
Oh, a shark in his secure, although permission to following basic protocol, shoot to kill. Good luck. What? The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any redacted signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural redacted for the oldest house to redacted them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the redacted to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Redacted agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. Rodriguez.
Did you hear that the Hiss prisoner they captured is the director's brother?
Marshall didn't give me any orders before she left. Guess I'll just keep it.
Objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals paranatural abilities. We call these individuals parautilitarians. The potency of these abilities depend on the parautilitarian. Using the redacted object of power as an example, some parautilitarians can achieve a throw distance of redacted, while others are only capable of as little as redacted. What exactly determines an individual's paranatural competence is unknown, but it is largely believed that some redacted exists within the body and that, like all muscles, it can be exercised. To continue my analysis, I have officially requested access to the Northmore records. Considering he is one of the most accomplished parautilitarians the Bureau has ever seen, Dr. Darling is still considering this request. There's so much. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain redacted, informed by our own redacted and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can even be artificially redacted in popular culture using redacted. Once the seeds are sown, supernatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore, AWEs that only occur on redacted, a pair of scissors that consume human redacted through two punctures on the redacted. These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children, they are paranatural realities waiting to happen.
Apparently the director restored HRA production. They're already getting other survivors out of safe
Great.
They say good
Maybe I can get
stock
back to my office soon. I miss having a door to close on people.
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April, case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. We believe a pair of agents used the jukebox to travel to the quarry threshold and engage in inappropriate workplace behavior. An expedition team found them decomposing at the formation's base a week later. At least we found out the jukebox doesn't bring corpses back when the song ends. I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive sector. It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. The new location security and proximity to a high traffic area will prevent misuse while still allowing for expedition teams to access it when required. See me for any further details.
Why haven't we dissected that freak mutation we locked up? We can learn so... so much from his physiology.
He's a valuable resource alive. And Pope forbade any physical... harm.
I'm gonna go to my
Of
brother.
course, if you disagree, you could always go tell her.
No, that's fine. More constructive use of our time.
Apparently the director restored HRA production. They're already getting other survivors out of safe rooms.
Great. Maybe I can get back to my office soon. I miss having a door to close.
What do you know about this Arish guy?
I heard some rangers saying he saved them in maintenance. They were attacked by a new kind of hiss, and Arish got them out.
All right, but still, a security guard leading rangers? I don't know if I like taking orders from a mall cop.
I have to imagine the only way up is through the elevator.
Watch the place while you're gone.
No? Great. Speak with Dylan on the upper level. What do you mean?
If they're in there, we go around that way.
God, I wish the executive bathroom hadn't shifted away. I'd kill for a shower.
There you are.
The thunders home distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, with yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is mirror. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been in there. You want us to control. We stand around you while you train. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunders home distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, with yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is mirror. Leave your insides. You are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunders home distorts you.
That's Dylan.
White pearls,
Can you hear me?
red in the eye.
Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here. I found you.
You've always been in there. You want us to control.
Do you know who I am? Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign. Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be
that?
true.
Please. Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only truth. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orange peel.
Shit. Shit. He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small. In Ordinary. In the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector.
Yeah.
But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers.
Can you turn that?
She didn't help when they locked me up for years. After the song time for applause, we build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home. The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found...
Nothing.
They opened the door up to the hiss.
Oh.
That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune.
Oh my God, stop.
In a dream. Baby, baby, baby. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny. I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet. You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go, but only to look for this light projector. You can help me.
Okay.
We can end this.
You are worn through time. You are worn through time. The thunder's...
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Sure.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names.
It's true.
Could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure.
What the hell was that?
Yeah.
Is he trying to mess with me?
Alright, yeah, back to that. No, I got you.
Maybe Dylan's still in there. Maybe there's a way to reach him.
I'd like to talk to my brother, please. Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
This again?
Bro.
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do. And it stayed that way forever and ever. It was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore. It was a game. We were in a game, and it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing. And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical. This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story. She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office. Something. And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
There's more?
Maybe I can learn more about the hiss from him.
Can we talk?
I just had an interesting dream.
Again?
Shit.
That's fascinating, but let's talk about the hiss for a change, yeah?
This dream was about the hiss.
Good
That's what I'm gonna get.
In my dream, the hiss had broken free of this prison, this house. I'd set it free. And the president himself was there to welcome us. He was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word. At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying. But also, many people who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around, until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that.
For the record, that will never happen. Not as long as I'm alive.
The thunderstorm distorts you.
More?
Maybe I'm just here to punish myself.
Any new dreams you'd like to share, Dylan?
I'm glad you asked, sister. This dream, like all dreams now, felt very real. Like reality. And reality now feels like a dream. Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's all real.
Dream where my brother endlessly tells me about his dreams.
I was in a dark place, and there was a dark man there. His name was Mr. Door, and he told me that there are many worlds, side by side, on top of each other, some inside of others. In one world, there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop.
Alex Casey?
In another world, the cop was real. Door said he himself was in all of them at the same time, endlessly shifting between them. I asked him how I could reach these worlds. I wanted to bring the hiss there. But he didn't want to help me. He didn't like the idea. What did he know?
I'm not wild about the idea myself.
Through time, the thunderstorm distorts you.
How much is there? I'll keep looking.
Here we go again. Once more with feeling.
Let me guess. You want to tell me about your dream?
Yes. Yes. In fact, I'm having a dream right now.
Oh. That's new.
In this dream, I'm standing in the corner watching Jesse and Dylan talk about this very dream. This very dream! He said just now! And repeated it again now! I'm standing there and watching, and that's all I can do. It's as if I'm trapped there.
Right.
And that's all I have to say about that dream.
Okay, Dylan. That's good.
Is he still in there? Or is this the hiss playing mind games? I don't know.
No more. And the mold remover. And then we'll keep going.
So many variations.
I'm not excited for this mannequin though. That's not going to be fun at all. Yeah, I just know this isn't gonna be fun, man. I have to go through here. Yeah, I feel like I gotta kill those things first. How do I get to it though?
Mark Gibson, male, age 28, returned from the astral plane approximately 13 minutes ago. This was his 21st dive. Patient is experiencing migraine-like pain, intense pressure behind the eyes, and partial blindness. He has no recollection of his time in the astral plane and appears severely disoriented. Preliminary examination revealed no immediate cause, so we will be sending the patient for x-rays and... What the fuck is that thing? Got the burst right out of him. Call Black! Get Marshall!
Every time. Curiously. Hold on.
Mark Gibson.
After North Moore stepped down, I doubled every effort to find new prime candidates. There was no one. No one but me. That wasn't good enough. I pushed hard. I never wanted the Bureau to end up in that situation again. The Bureau needs a director. Always. When my time reaches an end, I want more options on the table. P1 through P5 were all false leads, dead ends, and disappointments. Then P6, Dylan Faden. He fell into our arms. No parents, they're gone, casualties of an AWE. The boy has exceptional talent. The oldest house will be his home. We'll build him from the ground up. He'll be trained and taken care of. Darling can be in charge of this project. I can't. I'll stay away. I will not fail the boy like I failed my own family. My daughter and my wife.
Damn.
We weren't careful enough back then. Something came home with me. I took work home. My Susanna got sick. When I realized my mistake, I wanted to bring her here for Darling to do what he could. Kate flat out refused. Civilian doctors treated our daughter, but they didn't have a clue. She died. Kate left me. Same old story. That was a long time ago. The Bureau is all I have now. And the prime candidates are our future.
Right.
There are two. P6 and P7.
P7.
We're spoiled for choice. Prime candidates. The Bureau needs a director. Our future. P6, P7.
P7. see. I'm here, am I not? Weird.
I wish things had gone differently in Ordinary for us. But wishing won't change things. Finding the projector will.
So much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. And the boy, Dylan Faden, Prime Candidate 6. And the sister as well. Once we catch up with her, but the boy, so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here. And I don't want to invoke his name, but it's completely different circumstances here. It's remarkable. There was an incident. Yes.
The Ordinary?
We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. Excessive force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys. He's exceptional and under a lot of stress. Roberts got killed. It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work. We'll make this work.
Damn. Wow. Transcript of conversation. Dylan Faden for review. Subject was alone during the outburst. You again? I thought I told you to leave me alone. Why are you showing me this? I can't do anything. Can't you see where I am? Why don't you help me get the fuck out of here? You always show me things I can't do anything about. Stop showing me her. I don't care anymore, and I don't care about you. You both left me here to rot. Fuck off, you bitch. I will dig out your brains, and if it means getting rid of you. I don't want you here. Get the effing message. F off numerous times before being sedated. Damn.
Ordinary. So much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. And the boy, Dylan Faden.
Agent killed during Redacted involving Redacted codename P6. Blunt force injuries of the head and neck, extensive trauma of the abdominal region, lacerations and contusions of the upper and lower torso, fracture of the spinal cord between the L1 and L2 vertebrae of usually, blunt force, separations, dislocation. After examination, it was determined that the cause of death was internal bleeding that occurred when the Redacted was contorted through his Redacted.
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see? It doesn't matter. We need to find that projector. All the times I felt paranoid, I was right. The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and
They watched me. Wow. Wow. Damn. Damn. I was P7. Oh. Wow. Department Cheyenne, Wyoming, Sydney, what? I don't know. Depart Sydney, Des Moines, I don't know. Chicago, South Bend, Cleveland, Bloomsburg, New York City. Wow.
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan, and other kids as well. We loved it. This time, I remember, was different. We found a way in, deeper into it, like it had shifted. We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jesse?
What? No. Yes, but that has nothing to do with...
Was there a slide projector at your home when you were small?
No.
Those were before your time, I suppose. But your family did look at photos together, maybe. In one form or the other?
Maybe.
When was this? Can you remember? At parties? Barbecues? How did it make you feel? Did your parents ever show pictures that embarrassed you? Was alcohol ever involved at these parties? Did your parents drink?
Why are you talking so
Did
much?
that make you uncomfortable?
No. That's just stupid. Come on. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing.
The slide projector, let me ask you this. As a child, did you ever fantasize about worlds inside pictures? Inside a painting? You know, stepping into a painting, into a hidden world, escaping and finding adventure there, away from your parents.
I don't think so. I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know.
Damn. Damn. That is just insane. Oh, hang on now. That's it. I'm getting rid of 3s as well.
They studied what happened in Ordinary here. That's the place to start looking.
I see your creepy teeth delivery and phrase you a dead dog. Yeah, like a straight up deceased dog. Had a collar on and everything. It had been rotting in that box since they packed it up. Go ahead and imagine how that smelled. So don't go whining to me. I wish I got to watch a parade of human teeth. Alright, bro. A hollow sphere, vertified soil, redacted piece of various size and colors, animal carcass, possibly canine, rusted metal bucket, leather wallet, aged shotgun cartridge, arm materials. Damn. Something going on in there. I gotta be lucky.
I were both prime candidates. Experiments. Very different ones, sure, but both in a cell of some sort. Am I out of the cell now, or is all this, the house and being the director, just another cell? Who's really in charge here?
Good luck, me. Holy. That was too long without a checkpoint. NYC subway? No way. You're kidding.
We're going back home. Of course we are. It started there, and it's never gone away.
Well, hang on now. Can't go in there. Good to know. That's insane. Hidden location. No way. Hold on. This is an altered item. Dude. The page was discovered in an instance of the Ocean View Motel and Casino that was linked to the investigation sector. The page had been pushed into the motel's corridor from under the door with the symbol of a spiral. Redacted. For 10 years, I've tried to write my escape, only sinking deeper. I used to know where fiction ends and reality begins. Here, they are all the same. It's a hideous trap. My every thought made real. Fear, desire. How can I ever know for sure I've escaped and not just lost in my own fantasy of it? That thought alone can drive you mad. The identifiable words in the scratch-out portion. Falls. Bright Falls? Haunting. Wake? Alan Wake, light switch, ocean, too late, and the final sentence, you've been warned. Oh, baby! Let's go. That's so cool, man.
Rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby. God dang it. Aw. Crazy girl. Okay, access the ordinary IWE area by rotating the turntable tracks. Where would I find that, though? There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
These spores, man. Hang on. Guess who just had to inspect an inbound delivery of like 100 teeny little boxes? Me, that's who. And you know what was inside each one of them? A single human tooth. Fucking gross. Nice.
It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
Same exact voice line, but it's okay. These things happen. Let's go. What is that? Games sometimes, man. Please give me a checkpoint soon. Also, that's a cool airplane. Hello, Mr. Elevator. They have a whole section for the ordinary AWE. The airplane in question has been brought in from a private airfield located in the town of Redacted, Cincinnati. It is suspected to be connected to the Redacted AWE, see case files for details, and is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in the transit corridor in the containment sector, brought there through the New York subway tunnel. Special access, Redacted. The plane's black box is currently being evaluated for redacted. Initial readings have been taken by a research team, though no altered status has been detected yet. Alright, let's go. Sorry, bro. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on the shelf. There were lots of dolls. The house was completely empty. No one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. JF. Therapy session. Oh my god, the first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on the shelf. There were a lot of dolls. Dylan Faden, interview, 2002. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. JF, Jesse Faden, therapy session, 2010. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. Likely Neil Hosenberg. Missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom, note, likely Tom Barlow, missing. And his gang, Freddie, likely Frederick Bartwell, missing. Hugo, no one by the name was found in public records, bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. DF, Dylan Faden, interview, 2002. Wow. Dude, I would really like a checkpoint.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years shining a light in the shadows.
Yep.
Thanks for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
Hi. What I'm about to tell you, if they found out, I don't know what would happen.
If who found out, brother?
The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident. This is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said. But that's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
I'm sorry. It's just, my brother was there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation," written anywhere?
I'm...
T3, a village called Hor Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction. As predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. Well, good timing, too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there.
Wow.
Overnight, we'll be right back.
Nice. An AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary, caused by an object of power, slide projector, discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in disappearances of the town's adult population. On August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, CP6 materials, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, were playing at the local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. OOP-15 case file and Darling presentation video. A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14th. The AWE had ended, but the team found the Faden children, who led them to the slide projector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power, with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions, or die trying.
Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us. But then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog, like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. Dylan Faden interview. The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. Jesse Faden, therapy session. Jesse said we could call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. Dylan Faden, interview 2002. Additional slide designation hand is verified and in Bureau possession. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designed dog Neil.
Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carl Levon. The questions asked here correspond to the fifth iteration of the psychological assessment. Describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want to come, did he? He never visits, not since Roberts. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison. Not even a poster on the wall.
What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do you do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In Ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
Ooh. Hell yeah. After what happened at the school to Mrs. Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw where they took the projector. Dylan Faden interview. Tom and his, whatever that means, were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They'd been using the temple slide. We called it that, but really it was a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or a bomb shelter or something. Very dark. The not mother lived there with her babies, children, I don't know. She was feeding Tom and others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them the dung monkeys. Oh. Temple, not mother. Holy. The second slide we called the meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. In the dreams, everything was melting. And then, when we'd come out, everything had melted around the projector. Jesse Faden. Neil was really into it. We found out he'd been coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector. He and his goons took it. JF. We thought Neil had got lost inside the meadow and Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened. We thought Neil... Oh God.
Let's see what they have on Ordinary.
Holy.
It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
Stage 4. Stage 3. Stage 2. Stage 1. X marks the spot. Tom and the others had gotten worse, scarier. The math teacher, Mrs. Chester, tried to make them listen, and they pushed over a piano on her. Broke her legs, then Tom bashed her head in. Bye-bye, Mrs. Chester. I always liked her. I liked math. Damn! That was the tipping point. It was Lord of Flies level bad. The grown-ups realized something was wrong. The police came and literally dragged Tom and Hugo and the others away. Tom was screaming that the not mother would make them all go away. They incanted a curfew for every kid in Ordinary. Wow. Mom and Dad were pissed. asking us about the dump, about everything. I remember wanting them gone like Tom had said. When we woke up the next morning, pretty much all the adults had just vanished. Was I responsible? Did I? I don't know.
The slide projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
Ordinary dump site. Wow.
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes.
Oh.
Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European...
That's because, hold on, that's because he wrote himself out of existence.
...filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What? I don't...
No matter. It suits you very well, the poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this... I feel an emptiness, a yearning for...
Her brother?
Something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No. No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jesse.
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown? That you believe Polaris caused?
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse...
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly, but they took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
So they were trying to keep me from this place? I suppose. But they also didn't know about the hiss. Details are largely based on interviews conducted with Dylan Faden and the obtained therapy sessions of Jesse Faden, as well as circumstantial evidence found at the ordinary site. Note that accounts provided by all three sources contain conflicting data. Examples: DF claims that there was 8 slides for the projector. JF mentioned 9 slides. The Bureau found 1 intact slide and the burnt remains of 6 others. Unfortunately, these slides are too badly damaged to be used in the projector. Jesse Faden is believed to be the individual responsible for burning the slides. Dr. Darling has ordered that the entirety of the ordinary town dump be brought to the Bureau for examination and analysis. Dang! With the hopes of finding additional slides or other altered materials. Due to the limited space in the investigation sector, this AWE will be investigated in the containment sector. Oh my god.
They moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
How?
We should check that lab.
Darling's lab? It's very yellow. Is this it? No.
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
Damn. Hold on, did I get... a new mission, a dark place. Okay, hold on. Did I get a picture of any of that? Yeah, Prime Candidate Program. Okay. Let's get to a checkpoint. Hang on. Curiosity gets the best of me. The item was found in the penthouse suite at Redacted Toronto, belonging to David Wolf, who was being investigated for illegally dealing in altered materials. Bureau agents raided his penthouse and found numerous paranormal belongings, including redacted, and this item. Mr. Wolf was arrested. So why would a 36-year-old Bay Street investment trader, filthy rich, married to a model, disappear overnight? That's the question that kept Toronto's high society up at night this past week. Police say it's being looked into. Some nutjob radio show in the States claims he disappeared to join the Illuminati. But it's this reporter's opinion that Mr. Wolf, bored of his job, sick of his family, left it all behind to retire at some remote beach paradise. Now he's sipping Mai Tais while the world thinks he's dead. You have heard wrong. The board is intact. The rebel faction is Thormer. The crisis is over. This is not a matter for you. You can hang up now, please. Just want to get to the checkpoint. I don't want to fight anyone along the way. Please, please, please.
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow.
Okay, first, let's go. Second, alright, let me get the picture on the drive. Actually, I'll do it when I get back, or I'll put the picture on now, but I'll rank it later. I'm just gonna say right now, I really enjoyed that chapter. I think, it was really cool, just like all the different stuff about Ordinary, and I'm gonna have to put it right below Chapter 2, so I don't know what it was about Chapter 2, but I'll put it right below, I think I'm also gonna put Chapter 2 above Episode 4 of Alan Wake. I'll also put this above Episode 4 of Alan Wake. And then, yeah, I think that works. So I'll do that when I get back. But yeah, Dang. See you guys then.